All right, we should be live. We're gonna call this the standby while we set things up properly. Woo!
I hope I'm looking in the right way. I have my camera like right where yours is, so I'm hoping. Is that the notification?
Basically, you just need to look at the TV. Like, if you look at the TV, that's where the camera is. Basically,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Just look on straight ahead. Like I said, this is gonna be a filler episode. Like, I am not completely here, and I am not ready to do episode 6, which is on communication. So this is more just like an open, I guess, just a updates,
Open mic night.
just
Yeah.
open, just anything and everything, whatever comes to mind, really.
Woo!
Woo! Oh my
Woo!
goodness.
Oh no, my arm is broken. There we go. I fixed it.
What?
I got the official notification.
On Discord? When are we live on Discord? What the hell?
What do you mean? It went through. The live notification worked.
I think Sin is confused. I think she like thought that we'd be like broadcasting in the server, but the server is just for notifications, really.
Oh, because I did mention it once. I did mention that we would use the voice chat in the Discord server.
Oh yeah, for what?
Mm-hmm. For like guest speakers
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah, I think that'd be fun. I mean, if not, that's totally fair. But I did make a recording room, like a what's it called? Like on the radio, like they have the recording room.
No, I don't know. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Okay, well, in a radio station place, like they have a recording room where it's like you sit there. It's like you're live and now you're talking and like yeah. So I made that in the Discord.
Yes. Okay, well, we're officially live. Hi, welcome to Woof Radio. This isn't exactly an episode, so this is just us, open chat, open forum, updates episode, filler episodes. We're halfway to blasted. We have had quite a few drinks, so we might not completely be here, honestly. Um, I'm Nitro Wolf, your host, and this is Frosty in second chair. So yeah, hey guys,
Hey.
welcome to the Friday night talk show. I honestly have no idea how to kick this off. You have any ideas? You wanna?
Um, I mean, do we want to lightly talk about I know we're like kind of ass blasted, but
Yeah,
like we can still like try to talk about communication. Hopefully
yeah. So
y'all can
the
hear
so
me.
episode 6 is supposed to be focused on communication, and it's such a broad topic that honestly I have really no idea where to start. Like, because communication spans everything. Ultimately, like if you want to get all like bruh, like existential about it, it's like communication is the way that we put ideas, intangible ideas, into tangible words that can travel through the air, sound waves, and then it goes into somebody's ear, and then they
Yeah.
have to decipher what they think those words mean. So, that's the basics of communication is uh, coding a message, transmitting it, another individual receiving it, and then decoding it. That's basics, fundamentals here. Um,
Yeah.
and ultimately, that coding and decoding process, while we can all have the same vocabulary and we can all have the same definitions, like in a perfect world, like even if we had the same definitions, we'd still see something different in our heads because we're all different individuals. We end up decoding things differently. So it makes things super complicated. Sometimes people call it like a language barrier or like a comprehension barrier. So it's a super complicated subject. So I kind of didn't even know where to start because I definitely have people who struggle with just on like normal everyday interactions. Like, you have your classic furry who just, DMs you and, you get the hi and they have no idea like how to follow that up, or they, skip like 20 steps and they're like, "Hi, can I suck your dick?" Like, hee hee. And it's like, "Wow, buddy, you like skipped like 20 steps. Like, you want to like start over and try again?" Like, and it's just, I don't know. There's just a degradation of communication. Yeah,
Yeah.
I myself, I'm not like perfect at communicating, but I'm definitely trying. I'm definitely like trying to expand my horizons when it comes to like communication in like every aspect. Like not just like between Frosty and I, but like towards other people, like the way I communicate with them, trying to get my message across, which it's difficult sometimes. It's difficult because sometimes I need to put an asterisk there and like let people know, like, hey, by the way, 80% of the time I'm joking. Like, yes, I'm trying to be a comedian. Like 80% of the time I'm trying to get a laugh out of you. 80% of the time I'm trying to get you to see things in a different way uh, uh through like humor. And I understand perfectly that, a lot of my jokes don't hit. A lot of my jokes, are missing context that I may have assumed that that person had. But then, that's, it's part of communication. It's, sometimes you make assumptions and you're wrong and you end up miscommunicating what you're trying to say. And it explodes in your face. And then instead of being funny, you end up, being an asshole because the other person thinks you're an asshole when it was just a joke.
Yeah. Oh. I'm confused. Okay, so real
No,
quick,
it's just like no, no, like sometimes I like the motion.
oh.
Sometimes like I'll make a motion and it'll come out like so good, and sometimes it'll just come out like wonky as hell.
Yeah, I wish I had like better tracking, but this is all we have. No, I just want to say real quick, we do have 4 viewers. So hello everyone. Uh, Sin says, "Hey nerds." Luna says, "Sup dorks." Foxglove, "Hello nice people." That's so hello. Um, Fox says, "Communication is hard, well worth the practice. Go out and be with people lots. Exercise those social muscles." Mrs. Wolf is more soft than Mr. Wolf. Naturally, yes, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, yeah. That's kind of what happens when you end up with like more estrogen. Like that's kind of like
Estrogen.
No, they're talking about your sound levels because I turned you down because people were complaining that you were too loud.
Hello? Am I too loud? No, no. Okay. All right. Let me
Here,
talk like a normal person.
I will turn you up. Here, I'm gonna turn you up.
Okay. Hello. Hello. I am talking. Okay, this is like my normal voice, so okay. If I need to scoot up closer to the mic, I will. I just don't want to like bang my forehead on the fucking desk. um so yeah, hopefully that's okay.
There, I turned you up by like 30%. So
Okay. So guys, if I'm like too loud, like mention in the chat, like I'm keeping an eye. Well, yes, ladies are soft in other ways too.
wow. So yeah, if shut up.
Ah.
So if she's too loud, you kind of just have to deal with it. You did this to yourselves, so she's just stuck this way. If she's like super loud,
Hopefully I'm not. Much better. Okay. Thanks, Sin. Um,
I think it's time for me to go upstairs and get another shot.
is it? Is it
No,
time? So this is
no.
the shots episode. Like it's gonna be slightly talking about communication and then slightly taking shots.
Yeah. So this is probably gonna get like super spicy, super quick. Like
Woo!
earlier when we were pouring shots, like I was like uh reminding Frosty that I'm at like 207. So that puts her at like, well, I gave her like a low figure of like 500 orgasms, but she's
Oh
probably
no.
at like 600 something.
Oh, why are you talking about this on Woof Radio?
Hey, I did say that this channel is not for minors. Like I have been clear about that in the past.
Miners DNI.
Minors DNI. It's honestly too late for kids to be up, so they shouldn't be watching this right now. So
Estrogen is fantastic, but don't shoot it. Just sort of breathe it on secondhand. So addictive. You're not too loud. Nitro just shouts a lot. Ain't that the truth? Anyways.
yeah, I'm basically being like really loud because like I put my earbuds in. Like instead of having open audio, I have earbuds in, so that kind of pushes me into like shouting, basically.
Shouting territory.
Yeah, shouting.
Hello?
It's like the good old like Apex days where I'm like screaming like, "We got an enemy 200 meters out! Like I need you guys to fucking cover fire!" And I'm like fucking screaming at like 2 in the morning. I'm sure that was annoying for some neighbors.
Yeah.
Are you reading the chat? Are you like actively reading the chat?
Yeah, that sounds like a wonderful time. Enjoy you too. Thanks, Fox. Does that mean you're leaving?
Yes, that is
um,
worded in a way. See, communication. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
communication.
saying right there. Communication. That there tells me he's leaving.
But you know what they say about assuming? It makes an ass out of you and me.
Huh?
Huh? Were you done with your monologue? Am I allowed to speak now?
I didn't have a monologue.
Oh wait, that's
This is just like a filler episode. We're just like
we're just
this
hanging
is
out.
like the just chatting category of like Twitch.
Oh, so I should be in the bathtub right now. Just
Lady,
like
this is a bathtub.
gamer girl bathwater. Ow, my head. Okay, yeah, communication.
Yeah, we need to get you in a bikini to fulfill the just chatting category requirements.
Yeah. But yeah. What was I gonna say? Communication. Communication is key to every relationship. It is one of the pillars of autumn. No, I'm just kidding. The pillars of a
The
relationship.
pillars of autism.
I was making a Halo reference. But anyway, um the Drunk Kachiki story time power hour. Holy shit, can I do this? Like
The
for real.
drunken cheeky.
I have here. Okay, I'm holding
Do
it
you
in my hand
actually
so
have
you can't.
fucking books on your table?
I can explain. um so I went to Second and Charles the other day for no reason. I just wanted to. But I found a Club Penguin, the official guide to Club Penguin, for a whopping $3.40. And I got it.
Wow.
So I will sit here and read the entire Club Penguin guide if you guys are interested. um can confirm communication is a pillar of autism. Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yes, definitely.
It is one of the great wonders of the world.
We're so getting canceled for this. I'm gonna get clipped saying that.
Yeah.
So you see that was the thing too. It's like I really didn't want to talk about communication in the aspect of couples. I wanted to more talk about communication in the aspect of just your common day-to-day interactions within the social contract
Mhm.
related to the furry community. But like I was saying earlier, like ultimately whenever you fucking ask anybody like, hey, how do you feel about communication from the average furry, and they literally just come back with like, it's fucked.
Yeah,
Like
basically.
that's the overall consensus. You go ask anybody on fucking Twitter, and they're all gonna say, oh yeah, you can't fucking talk to a furry. Like your average furry is just a fucking socially inept weirdo. And like it's almost weird, because I was thinking earlier, it's like uh with the influx of the new generations, and how we have like 5 or 6 generations all packed together now, and we're all actively interacting with each other. That also almost tries to push things into like normification, to where it
Mhm.
created like it was almost like, hey, we're furries, we're all fucking losers, to where now it's like, hey, I'm a fucking like popular person and I'm socially capable, and you're a fucking weirdo, stay away from us. Like it almost
Yeah.
like created like the high school environment per se. Like you have the popular furries, and then you have all the losers. So it like created a lot more division in that sense. It's like we're not all losers together anymore. It's like we're losers, and then people who think they're not losers.
Yeah. It's kind of weird how that like happened cuz
And then
like
there's the fucking anime weebs who think they're better than us, and I'm like, dude, you're fucking jerking it to a 12-year-old looking ghost that says it's 3,000 years old.
Sasuke,
And
Naruto.
it's like, it's this like, it's so confusing, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I need another shot.
Well, you can get another shot. I'll keep talking. But yeah, like so okay. I do think that is kind of weird because I have noticed where I've tried making friends like in the furry community, and it's actually like, at least for me, and I think I'm like socially inept too, but it like well, maybe not socially inept. I'm definitely awkward, and I'm like really I my talking skills kind of suck. So like I've tried to make friends, but it almost feels like because I don't have a high follower count, people were like not interested in talking to me like as a friend. And maybe I'm just taking that like really personally, but it's just like I feel like people almost like uh I feel like people almost like not fact check, but like do a background check on you before they even engage with you. Cause I'll admit I'll even do that myself. I'll be like if someone hits me up in my DMs, like I immediately click on their profile and I'm just like, all right, who is this person? Like let me go through and like let me make sure that they're not like a terrible person and there's no call out posts on them real quick. But for the most part, like I'm open to talking to anybody because it's like I'd want the same like for me too. Like if I wanted to reach out to somebody, like I'd want them to give me the time of day. And but yeah, definitely it's there's definitely some sort of hierarchy in the furry fandom for sure.
Well,
Hello by
what
the
what I'm
way.
saying is that it became more prominent and became more hyper focused. Like it became more important because
Right.
because of the normification,
Right.
normification.
Normification. Hold on. I can't see through my nose hole. Hold on.
My nose hole.
Affley. Affley Wilson says hello. So hello, welcome to
Hi,
the stream.
hello. Welcome to
Greetings.
the worst episode you could have joined into. Not a real not a real episode. This is just our open forum updates.
Just
Typically we
yeah.
have a talk show where I do a monologue and then Frosty does her supporting monologue, which is kind of a response to whatever I'm saying, or whether she agrees or disagrees, that's up to her.
Mhm.
Um, but this one, I decided, you know what, we're just not ready. The topic we chose is just too wide, and I haven't narrowed it down, so I don't know exactly what to say.
That's
Because
okay.
like communication just is such a broad topic that it's so hard. Like I didn't know where I wanted to go with it. It's like communication just in general, like small talk between two people, or like
Mhm.
communication between um, a person that you want to be friends with versus communication between a couple. So it's like so many directions you can go with.
Yeah.
So I need to like make a decision to see what would be the most relevant when it comes to communication with the furry community. And I think honestly, for a lot of people, what a lot of people are looking for is to like make friends, I guess. Because I see that a lot. Like I see that in a lot of posts, like even coming from like popular people, like they'll have like 30,000 followers, but they'll be sitting there like putting up posts like, "Oh, I wish I had friends. Like I can't find people to connect with, blah 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 blah." And it's like,
Yeah.
"How? Like how? You have 30,000 people to choose from. Why are you saying this?" So, clearly there's a problem with communication when it comes to, just the community at large. I would say, I'm mostly talking about Twitter because like my scope of view is like Twitter for the most part. So I mean I have no idea how things are on like TikTok or Instagram, but from everything I've seen, from what people bring to Twitter about like TikTok and Instagram, it's like super toxic and like super immature. I think
Yeah.
that's the right
That's
word. It's like
accurate.
super immature when it comes to TikTok
Mhm.
and Instagram. So I think Twitter, like I was saying, Twitter has the six generations put it all together, between 18 to like 35, all in the same space. And that's why there's like a lot of miscommunication, just like generational barriers. Like we don't like fully understand each other or where we're coming from.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely the generational thing is a huge I wouldn't say a huge problem, but it's a huge factor in communication because I notice that when I talk to people who are a little bit younger than me, they'll use like certain words or phrases and I won't take them seriously just out of like it's not even like out of spite or anything. It's just like, wow, is that really how you talk? Like, how dare you not like spell out words fully or like um something we learned recently was the tone tags. So like tone tags were never a thing when
No,
like we
I
were
mean, yeah, I
like
understand why there's tone tags there, but it's like I I don't.
what's up, God Among Us? Welcome to the stream.
It's like I I understand and respect where the tone tags thing is coming from, but it's like it's so jarring to have to use tone tags.
Right. And I don't know if that's like our age speaking, but it's like you do you really need to have a tone tag? Like I should be
Well,
able to comprehend like what you're saying like through
that's
text.
the thing. It's like and I don't want to speak for everybody, but like I guess for me personally, like emojis and like stickers or like
Right.
reaction pictures
Mhm.
are they are the tone tags.
Yeah. Like when you say something and you follow it up with like a laughing sticker on Telegram, it's like, "Oh, okay, so they're just joking."
Oh, so it's just funny, haha, hee hoo.
Oh, he who. Okay, it's not even Yeah, because we've all had those moments on Telegram where it's like, wait, is this guy being serious or not? Because he just sent like a laughing sticker, and I'm like, oh, okay, so this is clearly a joke, right? Yeah.
But
But
yeah, I
yeah,
mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's like I said, I understand it, but it just adds another thing, another complication to communication where like we should be trying to make things more simple instead of trying to make it more complicated because that that too brings miscommunications. Like there are a lot of times where I'll make, like I was saying earlier, I'll make a joke and then the other person will completely take it seriously.
oh yeah,
And like the whole conversation will take a 180 degrees because they didn't get the joke. So like it becomes from where it's like a joke to it's almost like I insulted them and their grandmother and then pissed on their grave.
mm,
And it's like whoa buddy, like I it's not that deep. Like I didn't mean to offend you that much.
yeah,
And
and then
and
comes
and
like the
I'll be
reaction.
clear. I'll be clear. I don't make jokes at the expense of others. I mostly make like
Szechuan sauce.
situational 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 jokes.
Yeah,
I don't want to give anybody the wrong impression that I'm like that type of person who will, come into a chat room, completely shit on you, and say, haha, bruh, it's just a joke.
yeah, no, no, you're not like that, but yeah, it's definitely, and I think it just depends on the person too, because like there's the age and then there's the person, and it's like it really just depends on how what they've experienced through life and how they interpret other people's like words. Like you can have like a seasoned veteran who's seen some shit, and you really can't joke with them because it's like they take everything like way too seriously, and then you just have like somebody who's been sheltered their whole life and they don't take anything seriously and it's like haha hee hee it's all fun and games with them. So
I don't know what
yeah,
to talk about because most seasoned vets will fucking laugh at anything.
or that too. Yeah, no, I like I said, like it just depends on the person
Hey
really.
guys, I'm a seasoned vet here, 10-year Marine, so I will fucking laugh at just about anything.
But yeah, Cause yeah, there's definitely days where like I don't even know if you're joking or not. And I'm like, I'm assuming he's joking.
No,
But
yeah, I'll just, I keep putting that asterisk out there, 80% of the time I'm joking. It's like percent of the time, you know, you're going to know.
right. But yeah.
But yeah,
I'm
should I
trying to think
be
like
should I be reading the chat? Should I like let me look at the chat. Let me
you
whoop.
can look. Guys, if you have anything related to like communication or like anything in general, like it is an open floor today. We're just loosely talking about communication. Um, but yeah, I can't think of anything to talk about.
No, I can't. I'm just
Um,
I'm just riding the buzz a little bit. So I'm kind
mhm,
of just existing. I'm just vibing.
I'm just vibing.
Just vibing.
I guess one thing with communication is if you're looking for a romantic partner, there are right and wrong ways of doing so. Do not approach somebody that you are romantically interested in and say, "Hey babe, what are you doing? I'm laying in my bed right now watching Naruto in my boxers." Like, ooh, I'm funny. Like, don't do that. There are other ways to, I guess, hit on somebody. Like, actually talk to the person first. Like if you're like romantically interested in the person. Peace sign. I
True
don't know, I just
story. So that actually did happen to her, and that's why she's saying that.
yeah. That's why I'm like, when it comes to communicating, like, if you're romantically interested in somebody, like just actually talk to them and get to know them as a person, you know. Uh Athlete says, "What would you do if you brought your friend a gift and they didn't say thank you?" Um,
So I mean, to me, that personally tells me that that's not the way that they. How do I say this? That's not the way that they appreciate being recognized. Like, like
like a
maybe.
love language.
Well, right, but you can't take it as far as a love language because I don't know. It's weird because you're friends, right? So it's like I don't know. People are just fucking weird. They're just weird when it comes to like friendships because there's people who have friendships that are much closer where you can talk to them about these things and be like, "Hey, I didn't appreciate that you didn't, you know, have gratitude for what I did for you." And they'll be like, "Okay, yeah, I understand." But then you'll have other friendships where you'll say that and they'll be like, dude, I don't have fucking time for this. Like, our friendship doesn't mean that much. Like, so it's like tricky. So you have to like gauge how you feel about this friendship and if it's even worth trying to, I guess, resolve this miscommunication. I guess it would be like a miscommunication where you giving the gift, you expected gratitude in return, but them receiving the gift, they don't see any reason to give you gratitude.
Mm-hmm. They said it was a calm art I bought them of their Sona. Yeah, that's see, like if anyone were to give me something, and this is just basic, like I guess manners. I mean, I'm gonna say thank you. So I'm assuming that they probably weren't I don't know, maybe like not I wouldn't say raised right, but if someone gives you something, regardless of what it is, you say thank you. Like, even if it's something that you don't want, you know, just just say thanks and move on. So that's why I'm like, dang, the fact that you bought them a commission and they didn't say thank you or anything, it's like that's kind of being an asshole, like a little bit. Like,
Yeah, that's a big step is getting art for someone like that at a commission where we're,
yeah,
you know, I'm just gonna assume here, I'm just gonna drop a figure, like let's say it was, I don't know, on the cheaper end, like $70, right? And that's just an example figure, but that's a that's a big step in most situations. Like, uh, if you put me in that situation and it's coming from somebody I don't know that well, I'm definitely gonna be questioning why. Like, if it's
right.
coming from like a close friend, like a friend that I talk to like every other, every other day, and my they know my birthday, they know, a lot of details about me, and they're like really grateful, and we have like a back and forth sort of like cycle, like a cycle of gift and gratitude. Like, that's the thing. It's like I don't want to assume anything about the situation, but to me it kind of would sound like they weren't expecting that, and they didn't.
They probably just don't know how to react, maybe.
They might be questioning it, or you're
Hmm.
just not like close enough to have it be natural. Like it was kind of unnatural for them for that step to happen, because some people like do treat, and I had this problem recently with somebody where they treat friendships like an all or nothing. Like they don't have anything in between. Like I was talking to one of my friends, and I was asking him like, "Hey, I'm pretty confused here. Like, are we actually friends or are we not?" And she went through this whole like 20-minute explanation, and I was like, "So basically what I'm getting is that we're like low-level friends. You see me more of like a casual friend." And she was like, "Whoa, yeah, I guess you're right." And I'm like, I just kind of wanted a yes or no. But basically before that whole spill, she really only sees like strangers and people she sees as close friends, and like she doesn't have like true recognition for the in between. So there are people out there like that don't really um let people in. Like their defenses are so high that they don't want to recognize anybody outside their close friend circle as friends. So if you are coming up against somebody who has those defenses up and you take a big step like that, where you might be making them uncomfortable, that might be why they're not very grateful, because they're questioning why. They're like questioning you like, "Hey, why is this person doing this?" Like, so it really more depends on your history with this person. Like if you actually are a good friend, or, you've known this person for years and they've always been this way, and this is just the first time you get a commission from them, so it comes back harder. It slaps you harder because you thought this would be what would break through to them, but it didn't.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm making a lot of assumptions there, so I can't be for sure because I don't know you two. But that's what it comes off to me as, is they might not understand why you did what you did, so they're not grateful.
Yeah.
Because like that's the thing. It's like I've learned this the hard way, is you can't buy friends. Like you can pay people to stick around you. You can uh continuously give people donations to be your friend, to be your ugh your damn it. your
your
your friend,
your friend.
like this, your friend. But at the end of the day, as as soon as that wallet dries up, they're gonna disappear.
hmm Which I think is sad in itself. Like that's I don't know. Like that's just not a good relationship
So
at
yeah,
all.
yeah, that's my recommendation. And from having learned the hard way is definitely do not entice people with like compensation for their time. Like they should want to give you their time in equal exchange for your time. So basically they see your time as valuable as you see theirs.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah. Hababa.
Blah, blah. But yeah, any other questions, comments, concerns?
Comments, concerns. He who.
Keep who?
He who. What would I do if I bought my friend gift art and they didn't say thank you? I'm still thinking about it.
That's just common
I'm still
decency,
thinking
like
about it.
but like, even if yeah, like even if somebody like let's say some random bought me art of Frosty, it's like
No,
thanks,
yeah, like
but
I'm absolutely like yeah, my first reaction is of course it's going to be, thank you. Like I really appreciate it. I might say I don't quite understand why you're doing this, but I'll take it.
right. Like I'm not just gonna reject a gift. Like that just seems more rude than anything. Like to me. And again, that was how I was brought up. So, hee
Was there a he who? Is
thanks.
there a he who in the chat?
Yeah, it's Sin. Thanks. Also, what do you mean you're buzzed? Oh.
Hey, hey, you better be over 21. Hey,
If you're
you
not,
better
that's
be over
okay, but please
21.
go to bed. We had a little bit of alcohols. That's what happened. We normally don't. So this is a very unusual instance, but it's okay. We are responsible. We are safe at home. Please don't drink and drive. Don't text and drive. But yeah.
Actually, like that's the thing. It's like I think you only need to be like 18 to watch stuff that has like alcohol references in it.
I think so.
I think
Yeah.
it's like 18 plus. So you better at least be 18. You better not be in here and be like 13.
Uh-oh.
You better not be.
And if so, that's okay. Just please go to bed.
If so, I do not condone it. You're not here. I'm not talking to you. We're not friends. I don't like you.
Oh, that's a little mean. I don't like you. Just come back when you're like 5 years older. Okay, okay.
That's the thing. It's like okay, oh okay, that's not to get too sappy, but you just said, come back when you're 5 years older, but technically as these get better, like these are supposed to be like sort of guide journal entries for like our kids so that they can like watch these and be like, oh yeah, that makes total sense. Like, wow, dad, thanks.
Wow, Dad, you're such a dick. No, I'm just kidding.
But maybe not the drunk filler episodes. You probably keep those away from them.
Yeah, no, no, no.
Because we already talked about nutting inside you like 207
Heyo.
times.
Oh God. Anyway, communication is key to every relationship. um, yeah. I'm trying to think of like other like cringe stories or like just cringe communication issues, but like I can't think of any right now and it makes me sad.
No,
Um,
I can't really remember on the spot right now. Like, that's the thing. It's like, I don't want to put people on the spot either. Because, like, I do get communications where I'm just like, there is something not right with this person. And it's like, you know what? Ugh. Like their life is already bad enough. Like I don't even really want to make fun of them.
I mean, you can make fun, just don't like explicitly say like name drop or anything. But but yeah, no, I get it. I mean, like talking is hard and coming from an introvert like myself, it's just like you're already putting like things through like a 10-layer filter before it even comes out of your mouth. And then that's just me personally, but like it's so hard to like just have a conversation and like I don't know, I feel like people like misinterpret me a lot or like they're just like, "Oh, like she's just whatever. She's uninteresting." And it's just like, I don't know, definitely communicating is like a work of art, honestly. And I think it's something that you have to practice, honestly. Um and yeah, it's definitely something you probably get better with the more that you do it, the more you communicate with people.
All right, so I want to say, fucking introverts drive me fucking insane. Like they make me so angry a lot of the time. Honestly, like, yeah, I get over it, and it's like I have to like sit there and be like tell myself, okay, they're not doing this because they want to make me angry. They're just like this. But I'll be in like a server, right? I'll be in the Discord server with like 10 to 12 introverts, and it's like flip a coin whether they're gonna talk about, you know, Pokemon trading cards at the fucking like expert level where they're like appraising $20,000 Charizards, and they're like, "Whoa, this card is so pristine! Like I've never seen anything like it!" Like, oh, and then they start like having a, you know, nerdgasm over like these cards that I've never heard of, and they're like so specific about it. And then the other side is where I'll say something, or I'll have a joke, or I'll try to engage with them, and literally they will all go blank silent, and they're like they don't have the energy to like continue a conversation like whatsoever. They'll just
Leave introverts alone.
it's just so frustrating because it's like I can't just continuously be putting out all this energy, and like it comes back as a trickle. Like it comes back like 10%. Like I'll put in 90% energy, 10%. I'm like, you know what? I'm taking a break. Like I can't do this. Like I am giving them too much of my time, and they're not giving me back enough. But it's like they're not doing it on purpose. It's more like that's just who they are.
Yep, basically. We have a finite amount of social energy. It's like a little box. And it's just like, once you get down to like here, it's just like, no more. No more interactions for the day. Also, I want to know what Discord group you're in that talks about pristine base set Charizards, because I want in.
Yeah, they'll get super fucking hyper focused on like these like very specific like hobbies, and like it makes me feel completely left out. because I've never been like that into anything.
Wow, really? Sin says you gotta mirror their energy, Nitro. All you're saying is you don't know how to talk to introverts.
No. That's the thing. I don't know who said that. I don't know who you are, but I'm
It's
gonna
Sin.
get you. I'm
It's Sin.
coming. I am gonna get you. So basically, uh, at one point somebody told me like, "Oh, you have to let things happen organically. Like you can't rush things." Like, oh, and I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, what does that mean? Like, to me, in my view of things, is if I do fucking nothing, and if I don't ever approach anybody, that's it. Like, nobody is ever going to fucking approach me. Like, I'm just going to fucking die in a fucking silent void. Like, that's the thing with fucking introverts, is that they never come to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
It's because
you
we
have
like stay away from people like you.
no, it's like you no. You have, person A, and they want to talk to person B, and person B wants to talk to person A, but neither of them fucking initiate. And they never actually talk to each other because they're waiting for the other person to fucking initiate.
Mhm.
So if I put myself in this situation where I never fucking talk to anybody, that's it. Like that's it. That's the majority of the fucking furry community is you either get these messages where it's like, hi, ooh, ooh, and then you like try to talk to them and they just fall flat because they have no idea how to carry on the conversation.
Mhm.
Or they never fucking talk to you.
Yeah. She also says, "Come at me, Dorcas." But yeah, like, uh, especially with furries, and I think that's, I miss the furry fandom of like, uh,
Well,
pre-pandemic
yes, I
fandom.
know. Like I used
Like,
to, and I used to see a lot of comments where it's like, I miss the days where you could do like a gift art doodle and then you're automatically friends. Or you could like
yeah.
both say like, oh, we're both into Pokemon and you're automatically friends. And
Mhm.
it's like you just cannot fucking do that anymore because everybody's like hyper defensive now where it's like if anybody comes up, like for me for example, if I fucking come up to you and say hi, want to be friends, and the other person's automatically like, oh, this person wants to fucking like assault me or something, and I'm like, no, like I'm genuinely just asking you that question. Like I don't want your soul in exchange.
Yeah.
But a lot of people have become like hyper defensive where they've closed themselves off to any I guess casual friendships, like just like, hey, why don't we just try this out? You just want to be friends? Like there doesn't need to be a fucking reason. Like I just don't,
Right. Yeah, I
if
think with just how the world's been, everyone assumes that you have an ulterior motive. Like like, why does this guy want to be my friend? Why does this girl want to be my friend? Like, just this person. Like, why do they want to get close to me? Do they want to know my fucking info? Do they want to fucking scam me? Like, et cetera, et cetera. So it's definitely, I think just with just how the world is right now and how it's been the last, I guess, 5 years or so. Like, cause yeah, like back in the day, like 100%, you could just give someone gift art and be like, here you go, I like you, like I like your character, have this, and it's like, oh my god, wow, like that's so nice. Let's be friends.
yeah,
Use
that's the thing. Like, you've been surprised by all these like popular artists I was friends with back in the 2012 DeviantArt era, and like
yeah.
you don't even understand how. And I'm like, yeah, we just talked, like we just talked and we're friends. Like that's just what happened.
Yeah.
Like we're just like, hey, want to be friends, uwu? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, we're friends now.
Me just being an introvert on DeviantArt, I'm just like, I will never be able to talk to this person. I love their art so much, but I can't talk to them. It's a struggle, but yeah, I wish that changes. I hope it changes. I don't know if it's gonna change. It probably won't, but I'm all for making friends like in 2005, like you know, yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah.
but yeah,
Any other what time
no.
is it? It is midnight. Oh my lord.
It is midnight. Holy moly! We also started at like 10:45 or something.
Oh,
Yeah, so we've been running for like an hour.
yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah, if anyone else in the chat has anything, let us know. Um, yeah, I don't really know what else to talk about.
I don't know. It wasn't. There was nothing to talk about. It's just we needed a filler episode because last week we ended up skipping out because I wasn't feeling great, and that's the thing. It's like out of all my wisdom and everything I've learned, like you know, I'm still me, so I still get these depression ruts. I still get you know just get what call it? I guess like I feel unappreciated and lonely. So that's kind of what was going on last week, and like it was really bad, and it was still really bad like this week, but I guess I'm back on the road. I'm out of the rut and back on the road.
Mm-hmm.
It's like yeah, it's I'm experiencing.
What if we have a question after the stream? Oh, so that's a great question.
That is a good
So
question.
we just launched our Discord. If you give me like 2 seconds, I'm gonna post the Discord link uh, into the live chat.
So
But
yeah,
basically,
eh, eh,
eh, eh,
in the Discord, we are trying to get more feedback. Like I do have a list of topics that I want to cover, but if anybody wants to like suggest a topic, I am all for it. Like I would be happy to look into it and give you my honest opinion about things and uh you know, my database output on what you gave me. And I try to be as objective as possible. But, at the end of the day, I am going to have some sort of bias. But, you know, as objective as possible. But
all right,
yes,
let me.
I'm completely open to suggestions.
I just posted the Discord invite link in the live chat, so if y'all would like to hop over, um, you're more than welcome to post any comments or questions in the general chat or anywhere really, but mostly general. We do have a suggestions channel if you have like actual suggestions and things we can work on and all that fun stuff. But um, yeah, you can hop in there and post whatever questions you have, and we will get to it after hours. Yeah.
Wows.
And what if I had something to talk to that I don't want to be on stream? You could also post there as well. We won't necessarily like bring up everything that's on the Discord on stream. That's just gonna be like on Discord. But you're more than welcome to like DM. Well, I mean me, Nitro. I assume you don't mind DMs. Eh. But if
I don't mind
if you
them, no.
wanna, yeah, if you wanna like do like one on one, you're more than welcome to like message either one of us. We're
And
on
I
Discord.
I think this is a good a good moment to throw the disclaimer out is, most of what we say is asterisk opinion. We're not legal therapists. Most of my experience comes from my own personal experiences and what I've learned from self help. Like, I can definitely point you, in certain directions when it comes to self help and certain authors that you want to look into, depending on what specific subject you want to better about yourself, whether it is communication, talking to yourself, like positive self talk, self worth. If you want to improve your, I guess, awareness when it comes to both yourself and what's going on in your relationship, if you have a relationship, like how to appropriately react to how someone else is reacting, because every personality can be put into a certain category. Like, you know I yes, we're all individuals and we're all different, but we do fall into these broad categories of personalities. So, you know, if it's happening to you, there's a massive chance, like 99% chance, that it has happened before. So somebody has written about it in a self help book. And chances are I might know where it's written. So I might be able to, like, say, like, hey, book, I think this book will do great for you. What?
Yeah. Oh, we should do like a we should put a channel of just like book recommendations, like self-help books. I just thought about that. I was like, "Oh, hey, like we could probably put all of our, like self-help books in there."
I do want to say that is I I look at self-help from, like, every perspective. Like, I don't sit here and, only take advice from Democrats, only take advice from Republicans, only take advice from atheists, only take advice from religious people, only take advice from old people, blah 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 blah. Like, I try to take advice from wherever it comes from, and I try to incorporate it if it's valid. If it's good advice, like, obviously I'm going to reflect on it. Like, it doesn't matter really who it comes from, to an extent. Like, obviously I'm not going to take advice from, like, a murderer or something,
Yeah.
but what I'm trying to say, it's like, different walks of life,
Yeah.
different walks of life. I'm only taking the good bits, regardless of their position. Like, even if I don't agree with a lot of what they say, like, I'll take what I do agree with.
Yeah. And I think that's good. Like it's good to pull your sources from like different viewpoints, you know. Cuz like I personally and this is not to offend anybody, but I personally don't like it when somebody who's extremely, let's just say, religious comes at me with this oh, well, your life would be better if you XYZ, and it's like religion based, and I'm like, I really don't need to hear that. Like, I'd rather hear like your own experiences, like something like tangible. And that's just me personally. Again, I don't want to offend anybody, but it's like I'd like to hear from like different viewpoints and like different, backgrounds, cultures, things like that. So it's like, yeah, try to broaden your horizons in terms of where you get your knowledge from.
Yes.
But yeah, hopefully that answered your question. Sorry, I think I like kind of zoned out a little bit, but
Zoned
um
out. Yeah, because I was just mostly doing a disclaimer, and the disclaimer narrows down to our show is supposed to be 18 plus. We are not legal or therapist advice. We're
Mhm.
opinion based. We are comedy. So our category is more along the sides of like opinion and comedy. Like that's what we're really shooting for. And like I said earlier, like hopefully one day I can like organize these well enough and structure them well enough to where I can show these to my kids and be like, "Hey, I need you to watch this and then we're going to talk about it."
Yeah.
So, coming up in the future, I'll structure them better to where they'll probably be like 10-minute videos, which will be the
Mhm.
monologue. It'll be like the 10-minute video. And then we just do our normal thing where we just talk back and forth. But like the 10-minute video will be like, hey, here's your instruction guide to life.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I'm aware that, there's been plenty of those. I'm aware that there's plenty of like guides to life, guides to adulthood, like early adulthood, blah blah blah. But,
Yeah.
I just want to make my own cuz like I've been gathering so much information when it comes to this stuff because I keep telling myself like I want my children to be prepared. I want my children to have the tools and critical thinking to be able to navigate society to where they're I guess what I want to say to where they're more successful than I am because I don't want them in that position where it takes them till they're 25 to start figuring this stuff out because a lot of people they don't start figuring all this stuff out till they're like 25.
Right.
Like they're just like bumping in the darkness trying to figure it out. It's all trial and error and they make all these mistakes and it's just like but that's the thing. It's like fuck around and find out like yeah, you need to let people fuck around and find out to a degree. Like you can't just let them just fucking go wild because honestly that causes unnecessary trauma like and some of that trauma you just cannot come back from. Like there are forks in the road caused by this trauma where once you cross that fork, you're just a completely different person. So,
Mhm.
yes, I'm going to let my children make these mistakes, but I don't want them to go through like severe mistakes where they cause themselves irreversible trauma.
Mhm. Yeah. Like I definitely wish I had like I guess just
A good dad.
well no, not
Basically what
necessarily.
it comes down to, right? And that ultimately if you listen to me and if you listen to me in like a political sense, like it all comes back to me fucking attacking parents. Like I will always attack parents because I strongly believe that most of our issues really do come from like bad parenting. And it's just
Right.
like a sequence of events. It's like a vicious cycle where what do you call it? It's like kids having kids.
Mhm.
Like even like maybe if they're not like actually kids, but mentally they're kids. So they end up not knowing how to raise their kids, and it causes more societal issues. Like it exponentially increases the errors. So you have errors stacking on top of errors, and eventually something has to collapse.
Yeah.
So I definitely attack parents. Like that's my thing. It's like if you want to like get political with me, it's mostly gonna come back to like, hey, it's the fucking parents. Like this was a parent issue.
Yeah. Also, bye, Ashley. Thank you for joining. But yeah.
Yeah. So I think yeah, we're gonna close it because my buzz is almost gone and I'm almost back to normal. And yeah, I think we should like play a game or something before we go to sleep. I don't know what though.
Yeah, we'll do something. But yes, thank you all for watching, for tuning in. The link for the Discord is down in the live chat. I'll probably also have Nitro put it in the description. So that way you guys can click on it whenever. But yeah, so feel free to join if you have any more questions after watching this. And yeah, yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna close it up. All right, thanks for joining. This is Nitro Wolf, the host of Woof Radio, and in second chair is Frosty. Say hi. Say goodbye, Frosty.
Goodbye.
And we'll catch you next week. Last thing I wanted to say is I think we're gonna be moving the time up to 10 p.m.
You mean pushing it back to 10 p.m.?
Yeah, we're gonna be pushing it back.
Okay.
We're gonna be pushing it back to 10 p.m. because
Because
uh
moving up is earlier.
right, but anyways, we were failing the 8 p.m. so we could not do 8 p.m. and then we're consistently failing 9 p.m. So I'm hoping that we can like do 10 p.m.
You sure it's not like too late?
Too late what?
Like 10 p.m.? Do you think that's too late or no?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
We're supposed to be an adult talk show. 10 p.m. is normal.
We're late night hours. Yeah.
Yeah, we are supposed to be sort of like late night. We just we haven't really dug into the whole drama thing, and I don't know if I want to because like I said, once we start digging into drama and stuff, like especially like Twitter furry drama, like people are going to come and
Mm-hmm.
attack us. Like we're going to get attacked by the defenders of the people we're, highlighting.
Right.
And ultimately with that sort of stuff, like if you get into like drama, like there's going to be a lot more haters than there are going to be supporters at the start.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to end up getting like, rated by like 15 haters, and that's going to be like disproportionate because we don't have a huge supporter base, we don't have a huge following to fall back on, so it's just going to be constant hate coming our way. So I don't even like, that's what I said, it's
Yeah.
kind of discouraging to even try to start getting into like the drama of Twitter.
I guess if we were to do it in like a somewhat non-biased way, but then again it's really hard to be non-biased because everything on Twitter basically just is biased like to
Yeah,
begin with.
it's all polarized, like everything is
It's all
polarized.
he said, she said. Yeah.
You're with us or you're against us. It's a contrast. So when you're doing the whole drama stuff, like there's no way to fucking take a neutral stance on that.
Yeah. Yep. But
Okay. What are we gonna be playing?
I don't
Titanfall?
know.
What are we doing?
Uh, we could play Titanfall or something. Catch us on Twitch.
Wow. Yeah, we'll be moving
Um,
over to Twitch for a
yeah,
couple hours, maybe an hour.
maybe. Unless I pass out on my keyboard, face down on my keyboard.
Face down on your keyboard.
Face down at a Denny's.
Yeah. That dinner
But
was
yeah,
great though. We went to On the Border and I had a fat burrito. And whoa boy, that hit the spot.
it was like the size of your arm. It was
Yeah, that
huge.
thing was whew. And I put it all in my mouth. It all went inside me. I just straight up every inch of that burrito was inside me. It's still inside me right now. It felt so good. Like it was like going down, and I'm like, oh,
Uh,
oh. I can't. I cannot.
I can't not.
I can't not. All right, so
Yep.
we
But yeah, catch us on
no
Twitter,
nobody.
catch us on
There's probably
Twitch.
nobody in the chat, so I'm safe to say
Uh,
whatever the hell I want.
let me let me check one more time.
I'm gonna talk shit about Sin.
Oh my gosh. Let's so have a good night, you two, and thanks for the stream. Thank you for joining as always, Let's so. It's always appreciated.
Thank you. I
You are one
appreciate
of
it.
our regulars, and we very much appreciate you.
We'll be back on our normal programming next week, so we won't.
Yeah.
We might not be drunk next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why does
All
my
right.
wrist look weird? There you
All
go.
right. Time to shut down. All right. Say goodbye,
Okay, bye
Frosty.
guys. Bye bye
Goodbye.
bye.
Yay. Woo.